Let's take this further now, and I'm joined by political analyst Zakhele Ndlovu. Zakhele, thank you so much for joining us. Talk to me about Zandile Gumede. She seems like a very powerful woman in ANC politics in KwaZulu-Natal. She was, of course, arrested way back in May 2019. She'd been serving as mayor of Ethekwini from 2016. But what does her career in politics begin? When did she first rise to political prominence?
Well, she rose to political prominence in recent years. We know that she has served as PR councillor, and then she has also served as Amawoti councillor in Nanda. And then, of course, as you just pointed out, she was also the mayor of Ethekwini municipality. And then currently she is the member of the provincial legislature. Now, Zandile Gumede is someone who has played her cards very well in ANC politics. She was elected regional chairperson of Ethekwini region, and she won again in the last couple of months when Ethekwini region held its regional conference. Now, of course, because of the step-aside rule, she could not serve as the chairperson of Ethekwini region. Instead, her deputy now is in charge, but she was elected as the regional chairperson of Ethekwini region. One of the reasons why she has done so well in terms of her being elected is because if you look at KZN politics, she is someone who has always been seen as a politician who supports President Jacob Zuma. So that has helped her to keep getting elected into leadership positions in the ANC and, of course, in government.
All right. So are you saying that because it's astonishing how she's facing very serious charges, and yet people within the ANC in the region still clearly support her, wanting to nominate her, even though she's facing those charges? Is it all down to Jacob Zuma, or does she have a certain cachet herself and a way with people that has built up her support base?
Well, look, she's not the first ANC leader who has been elected after being accused of certain crimes. We've seen in Mpumalanga province, another leader was also elected after being accused of certain crimes. As I just pointed out, she is someone who has played her cards very well. She has always been with the quote-unquote right faction. So her being elected the regional chairperson of Ethekwini had everything to do with being in the right faction. So what we have observed over time is that ANC delegates who elect leaders don't really pay much attention to someone who, say, who has been accused of a certain crime, but it's all about slates. So slate politics have really made it possible for Zandile Gumede to get elected into positions of power, be it in the ANC or being deployed in government. Because if you recall, she was asked to step down as mayor after these accusations, but then she was redeployed in the provincial legislature.
Exactly, and it's interesting, as you say, she's a wily politician, and she's friends with the right people, and she knows which faction to belong to. Obviously, we have to see where this court case goes. She's accused with 21 others of being involved in racketeering, essentially accused of setting up this entire system to choose certain businesses to work with in the solid waste tender to get enormous kickbacks. She's saying, of course, I'm a politician. I didn't have any oversight of these contracts. Do you think if she manages to prove herself not guilty, that her political future could soar once again? Or do you think it's pretty much over for her now?
Well, I think right now it's too early to tell what's going to happen. But should she be acquitted of what she's been accused of, I can see her political career in KZN politics soaring. And I think the fact that, as I mentioned earlier, that she has always made sure that she aligns herself with the right political faction, it's quite possible that she could even come back as mayor of Ethekwini should the ANC even win the next local government elections. She is the current chairperson of the ANC in Ethekwini, and if she is acquitted of the charges, then chances are she will definitely go back as mayor of Ethekwini.
All right, thank you very much for chatting to us this evening. That, of course, is political analyst Zakhele Ndlovu.